This is Monty. I'm sitting here trying to see if this phone is oriented correctly. I'm out and about doing my 5 mile walk where I contemplate and basically get centered and all of that. Think about, as I mentioned before, where I'm going, where I've been, and what I'm up to presently. As I said before, I suggest you guys do the same thing. Hello, Sean. Scanline. What's happening, Sean? So yeah, very nice day in between storms, so to speak, in California. And now we're just getting a little respite from the next storm. I wanted to wave at Sean, but it looks like, okay, there we go. Yeah, we get a little respite between storms. So before it starts coming down, hopefully I can get a mile or two more in and complete my 5 mile walk. Let me see. I'm going to get right to the point here. This is Black History Month. Okay, all you African Americans out there, realize this is Black History Month. Time to reflect on where you came from, where you are, what contributions we've made, and what our forefathers have done. Some of our forefathers, Martin Luther King, you name it. A lot of these people, the Jack Johnsons of the world, the athletes, the inventors. Speaking of such, go to my website when you get a chance. Look under articles. You're going to see at least 11 of the most prominent inventors and innovators. You're going to see George Washington Carver, of course. You're going to see Patricia Bath, innovator, or the person who actually gave us the ability to do LASIK surgery on the eyes and such. You're going to see all sorts of people there. There's even a person in my industry I didn't know, but they actually gave us the idea of home security. CCTV wasn't even on the map when she came up with the concept of hooking up cameras and microphones to the front door of an office or a home or something, and then allowing someone to remotely talk to and see and all of that. She has a patent on file for you skeptics that don't think that this is true or just want to play around with the FUD game, which we're all familiar with. But anyway, take a look at those inventors and innovators. Okay, we have the thing that puts shoes together. That was the black man, and then you have innovations with elevators. Closing the doors automatically. Heaven forbid we should be on an elevator and have the doors wide open or something like that. But yeah, there's so many innovations, refrigeration units, the ability to oil railroad cars while they're moving versus having some idiot get out when the train stops, get out and manually oil the trains in individual parts at a time. That's insane. So yeah, we made life a lot easier for a lot of industries, a lot of people. Of course, we made a lot of people wealthy because typically our brothers and sisters, they sold out their patents and innovations for very, very, very minute profits, if any at all. That's just unfortunately the way that game was played way back then. But maybe we can overcome those obstacles in the future somehow. Anyway, yeah, this is Black History Month, and I just want to pass along a tidbit of information because I have studied the economy and invested in companies and participated in finance for a long, long time. A lot of you know that my current interest is in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and blockchain, and I think that's going to revolutionize what we consider traditional finance. The banking industry is going to be turned upside down and completely disrupted. The Federal Reserve and the central bankers, they are actually threatened by Bitcoin and blockchain. They want to get out ahead of it and see whether or not this is going to totally disrupt the way economies are run. When it comes to printing money and such, there's nothing like having a currency that has a cap on it and that actually you can't just print relentlessly like we do with the dollar. So there's a whole bunch of innovation out there that I've been covering for the last 30 years, and I'm very well versed in it. And I'm telling you guys right now, you want to put your money where your people are probably going forward. I think 2019 and beyond, we have to take a look at what our brothers and sisters are doing, even back on the original continent in Africa. You got 700 million to a billion people that are going to be purchasing and starting businesses and coming into their own as far as economic independence and such. And you want to help those people out. You want to participate even for your own businesses. While you help out others, you can reap rewards. I'm looking at I'm looking at some trends. I mentioned a black firm called Blackture. Go to my website, take a look at Blackture. Black, I think, what is it? Cure, something like that. It's on my website. It's a media firm. They're trying to make a foray into black media, advertising, and such. Madison Square Avenue, just so you'll know, is dominated in New York, particularly by Caucasian firms. But it doesn't mean that there's not a space and not opportunity for our people. So get a chance, check out Blackture. Make sure you understand we have a role to play and could probably provide some innovation and some new, fresh outlooks, even in the area of black media concerns and companies for advertising and marketing purposes, on and offline for that matter. But yeah, our athletes who are playing football and such, we know that 80% of those people are African American, and they're bringing in untold amounts of money for the owners. And then we take a look at our contributions in the entertainment industry. Black Panthers, it's going to make like $8 billion or something like that. And it looks like there's a voracious appetite to finally incorporate black actors and black movies and sitcoms. Oprah Winfrey is probably going to be in a very good position with her own Oprah Winfrey Network, because she's more than likely on the cutting edge. So take a look at what she's doing. Take a look at what you can do to contribute, to write, to direct, to come up with ideas and concepts for entertainment. There's a lot to be done and a lot to be said about who we are, where we are, and portraying us accurately, particularly in the media. For a long, long time, we had these crazy stereotypes, but we all know that, going back to what we did in Egypt and with the ancient civilizations, the pyramids and the Sphinx and all of those ancient technologies and such, they demonstrate clearly that absolutely no one can figure out how we came up with those magnificent innovations and buildings and structures and the different things that we accomplished in Egyptian times, not just going back 3,000 or 3,500 years, but quite possibly 10 years. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up, but I just wanted to say, celebrate Black History Month and read and to study, get a chance to give yourself the opportunity to know who you are, where you came from, where you're going, what your people have done, and hopefully you guys can work at building on top of what we've done, okay? And again, I got a lot of black oriented resources on my website. Inventors, again, I publish information about inventors, entrepreneurs, innovations. We have our own black cowboy. We have our own, you name it. Just so many things that our people have done that a lot of you young people don't know much about. So again, educate yourself on who you are, where you come from. Maybe you get an idea where you're going. So I'm going to wrap this up and finish my 5-mile walk. Looks like I got a break on the rain, so I'm going to be able to complete 5 miles, and then I'll go home and relax. But celebrate Black History Month and have a fun and a good one and a safe one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.